The city of Tulsa has a way for people to give input on what's being built in the city. It's called the Design Studio. They're working on a lot right now. Meagan Farley with Dewberry Architects is here with the Department of City Experience Director James Wagner. Thank you both for being here. So let's talk all things Design Studio. How does it work? What's the thought behind it?
Yeah, well, Dewberry's, heard of this for a while now, and we're very excited to be part of this moving forward with James and the new executive director. And, I think working with an architecture firm that's local here in Tulsa, the fact that these firms are going to be able to get involved in some of these transformative projects is really exciting. So I'll let James take it from there.
Yeah, so we did some work at the city a few years ago, and we surveyed people and we asked sort of like what does it mean to be thriving? We found that people that felt like they belonged in their neighborhoods and that city leaders cared about what people like them thought were twice as likely to be thriving. And so we started thinking about, well, can we create a department that creates places where people feel like that they can be connected, that they can invest in their communities, and that they can be heard. And so we created the Department of City Experience, and then within that is the City Design Studio. And what we will be doing with that is essentially making a space for people to connect with the city on all the kinds of things we design, all the urban places we design, and also the buildings that we design.
Because there's a lot to design and a lot going on.
Yeah, what are some of the projects that y'all are working on right now?
Yeah, so a couple that come to mind, we're working on Zinc Lake. So next year, there will be water in the Arkansas River. And so we're working on projects to make sure that there isn't just water in the river, but that people can actually interact with that new Zinc Lake. So we're working on projects to make sure that we have amenities for people to interact with that. There's going to be a Lone Wolf restaurant that'll be going in down by the river.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that will be exciting, and we'll be able to interact with the amenities down there. And then we're also working just north of there on a Route 66 attraction that will be at 11th and Riverside that will allow people to be able to come and experience Route 66. The centennial for Route 66 is in 2026, and so we're getting ready for that.
I can only imagine how valuable having that kind of input is. I mean, of course, the city and your department and all of the different firms that y'all work with are connected and well within the city, but being able, as a citizen, to be able to have that input, have that voice, those are the people that are living and working in each of those neighborhoods that are being able to utilize those things that y'all are working on.
Absolutely, and really, like, we find that people do want to have a voice in that, and they want to see how their input ultimately ends up being the thing that happens on the ground. And so we want to create spaces for that. That's what you're going to be seeing over the next year or so as we stand up this new City Design Studio. We'll be inviting the public in to help us co-design these spaces and enable them to have ownership of what's there ultimately.
That's great. So if somebody has an idea, they want to give input, how can they do that?
Yeah, well, just stay tuned to the City of Tulsa's social media channels. That's how we'll be getting the word out on that, and we'll make sure that people know about it through those channels.
Yeah, get involved. It'll be fun.
Absolutely. Thank you all so much for being here this afternoon.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.